why don't we start here in the kitchen? After all, it's where we spend most of our time.
Great. He's just learned how to open the cabinet doors.
Oh, is this his favorite cabinet?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's look at that first. We've got detergents and chemicals, and of course, most of them are poisonous, and if they're not poisonous, they're certainly not something you'd want your child playing with anyways. I'm looking at your cabinet. Because of the way it's made, we're going to use a one-piece latch.
Okay, and how does that work?
Well, it's going to go right on the back here. It's simply going to close and actually use the frame of the cabinet as a catch. So why don't I install it, and you can see exactly how it works.
Great.
There you go, that's installed. If you just give that a push closed. Now, in order to open it,
All right.
just,
And now he can't get in
well,
at
no,
all.
he's not.
So how will I get into the cabinet?
Why don't you just open it up a little bit and get your finger on that top and just press down.
Perfect.
It's that
Oh, that's
simple.
so easy. That's great.
Now, why don't we do the other side of the cabinet, and then under the sink will be done.
Great.
The other thing is we don't want children to be able to turn the stove on and off themselves. So we're going to take the knob off. We're going to use one of these knob covers. And that's going to click shut and deny access.
I see. So when I went to cook, I just open it up, turn the burner on, and then close it back up again.
That's right. Anytime you access the knob, you want to close it back up. You don't want your child to have that open. You know, of course, electrical shock is a big issue for small children. Now, this is typical of what we'd see in most people's homes, which is safety plugs in the outlets. The problem is, this is where you normally find it. Now, when it's down here, it becomes a choke hazard for a small child. But what I really like the best is one of these self-closing outlet covers. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and you'll see exactly how it works. And we'll put this other cover right on. Now, the way this works is pretty simple. Take your cord and put it partially in, move it to the right, and finish pushing in.
So it slides back and forth.
That's right. Now, why don't you go ahead and pull that out? See,
And
it's
it slides
snapped shut.
back. And you still can't get in
Move it
without
to the right.
sliding it.
Press in.
Great. That seems much safer.
And easier.
Also on the second floor, we're worried about our windows.
Well, you know, I would be worried about this window. It's one of the lowest windows I've ever seen. I think what we should use is a window guard, which is very much like a safety gate for stairs. Now, this would allow you to have the window open right up to about there. You know, many people say to me, I've got a screen and that'll keep my child in, but it absolutely will not. It's made to keep the bugs out. So let's go ahead, let's screw this in. Now, in a fire emergency, you can simply remove the bars.
Great.
Another deadly issue is furniture that can be pulled over easily on a child. Now, with these drawers open, the weight shifts forward, and all it takes is one little push on the top.
So what can we do about this?
Well, for a cabinet of this size, I think all we really need to do is attach a little bracket at the base on either side. Ah, perfect.
What we're really worried about in our house are the stairs.
And so you should. You know, the greatest source of injuries are falls, and of course your staircase represents the greatest hazard. Of course, a gate at the top of the stairs is mandatory, and what people don't normally realize is that as soon as a child can crawl, they can crawl up the stairs, turn around, sit, and of course the only way down is a somersault. So putting a gate at the bottom of the stairs also is very important. Now, in your particular case, your door interferes with the proper operation of a gate. So what I've done is install a gate at the other end of your hall, which does the same thing by gating off access to it.